And I'm back. Now I'm feeling a little better today. I mean, I did something really stupid. Last night I was on Benadryl, and today I wasn't feeling too well. My girlfriend is very sick, so we took NyQuil, but it's not night at all. It was the sun was out. So we're both feeling just like, oh my god, I can barely keep my eyes open. I drank a Red Bull and now I feel a little better. I mean, Red Bull's gross, but at least I am awake. So there go my probes, warping out to their scan locations. They're the green lines. I am still looking for a wormhole into nullsec. This is more or less just a continuation of yesterday's activities. And I've got all these pretty little red lines right where I want them to be. I'm not even going to change my position. Well, maybe I'll go a little to the left. Because the goal is to get as much of those lines in our spheres as possible. And what I want to do is like get some yellows. That way I can eliminate some of these cosmic signatures. There are a lot in this wormhole system. During our next scan, see, we're just going to ignore gas because we're not looking for anything except a wormhole into null security space. Alright. Let's see where we are. Okay, I'm at a planet. Oh, I'm at that dead terrestrial way out in the middle of nowhere, basically. Oh, okay, there's two more I can ignore. Unfortunately. And looks like I revealed a little more here. Let's just see what this is. Let's come in on it. Hopefully this is the right dot. When it breaks into two dots like that, I have a bad habit of picking the wrong one. But I'm starting to realize that it's the one that's farther away from the center of your scan. Yeah, that worked. Alright. So we've almost got it. We're zooming in. Centering that between our probes, shrinking it down, and this will find the wormhole this time. We'll warp out to it in just a moment. Did I bookmark the wormhole I came in on? No? Alright, so we might accidentally end up going back through the wormhole, but what I'm going to try and do is find a dangerous wormhole. That way I know that we're not going backwards, because we came from a relatively safe wormhole. None of them are safe, but relatively speaking, the one I came out of was not classified by the default game text as dangerous. So that's the distinction being made there. I'm just going to try and center these dots in my spheres as best I can. That's pretty good. Go ahead and run our scan and show the info of this unknown parts of space. So I might have come out of that one. I don't really know. We're just going to orbit it at 70. It's always good to be moving. Okay. Let's shrink this down a little bit. And try and do the same thing where we focus on two of these results and just try to keep them in the sphere. There we go. Something like that. And we're covering a little more ground that way. Trying to cover as much ground as possible. Okay, there's another wormhole. This might seem really tedious. It is. But this is the safest and securest way to get into nullsec, because if you try and just boom straight out to nullsec, you're gonna hit a gate camp. Pretty much guaranteed that wherever you go is gonna be camped and they're gonna be waiting for you. Even if you're not carrying anything, they want your probes. Those probes are worth a lot of money. The Sisters Core scanner probes that I use, that's what these spheres are. These are the basically the scan radius of my probes. They're expensive probes. They're the most expensive probes in the game, next to the, I think the Sisters Combat scanner probes might be a little more. But I've noticed less and less people use those. When I use them, people tend to notice on their directional scan, and it kind of defeats the purpose of trying to use it. Alright, so we're trying to find more of those dots we saw. There we go. We'll go back up to 2 astronomical units. Scan resolution, scan radius. Trying to really focus it on that dot. Even though that's not exactly where the thing is, I found that focusing it directly on the dot gets you better results. Alright, that one goes to low sec. I remember that now. I think, it seems like last night we scanned that down. It might be worth just seeing where that pops out, you know? It may be travel around low sec for a little while. I don't know. We'll check some more wormholes real quick. In the meantime, we will mark this location. Wormhole to low sec. We're going to call it 2. Electric Boogaloo. Because we might be right back there. Who knows? By now I don't really have to explain what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. I'm shrinking these down, getting a better resolution. And just looking for null sec space. Alright, let's go ahead and warp out to it. We found it.
Warp drive active.
No more dots. So time to blow way back up and get the big sphere going and really try and catch as much of this stuff as we can in our initial scan and break it down from there. And let's see what kind of wormhole we found. Unknown. We'll go ahead and align to this point because it'll be faster when it's time to jump. Alright, looks like we found a dot, so center on the dot. We're at the point now where we're not going to try and catch more than one dot at a time in our radius. We're just going to do it this way. Because there, once you've, you can spread your scans thin one time, but it's not really all that useful to do it again. And just like the first video, notice that not even I show up in local chat down on the bottom left. That is because the communication beacon well, there is no communication beacon in unknown space, otherwise known as wormhole space. They call known space K space. I think the K stands for known. I'm back in K space now, is what you'd say. Data site we can ignore. Remember, the whole purpose of this is just to find a wormhole into nullsec. We want data and relic sites, but we don't want them in wormhole space. We want them in K space, nullsec space. Known space. Because those relic sites, unless another person shows up, are virtually unchallenged. I've heard that they are reintroducing drones in some of the nullsec relic sites, so we got to keep our peepers open at all times anyway, but now more so because there's that lurking possibility of drones appearing while you're hacking a relic site, and if they're anything like wormhole space drones, they'll kill you in one shot if you're on a little vessel like mine. I'm skilling into the Tengu, which is just an awesome combat vessel that you see a lot of those in nullsec, and they prey on people like me. So That'll be interesting. I've got a feeling I'll probably lose a lot of fights in that before I get good enough to win any. But it'll be fun to learn. Let's see. There's a couple way out there. We'll go ahead and hit this ring first. I don't know why it breaks into rings sometimes, and other times it's a dot or 2 dots. The ring is kind of like 2 dots. It's just like another, you know, positive result, but not totally positive. I noticed that I'm able to record at 60 frames per second this game, and it uploads to YouTube at 60 frames per second. I think that's cool. YouTube didn't always do that. In fact, that's very new. I would say that 99% of YouTube's videos are not shot at 60 frames per second. But video games tend to push that envelope. And notice we're aligned to this unstable wormhole. Oh, there's another wormhole. So we're going to want to fly out here and show the info. Learn what kind of wormhole this is. You've got to check every wormhole. You can't just assume that a wormhole doesn't go to nullsec. The wormholes, every time you see a wormhole, that's an opportunity, and it could lead to nullsec. And that's why we do this. Alright. Let's warp out there. I don't like to warp right on top of it. I'm safe and I warp at 70. Even though, you know, there's probably nobody out here. Actually, my directional scan tells me that there are maybe 2 people out here. There's an Ishtar and a Vargur. Vargur? I don't know how it's pronounced. Alright. Let's just see what kind of wormhole this is while we're scanning. Unknown. Alright, so let's realign to the wormhole that leads to low sec. You know, we'll have a little fun. We'll shoot into low sec and then find another network of wormholes. That'll be cool. That was a good, easy scan. Give us a lot of information. It's right near that dead terrestrial where I was hanging out when I came in. You don't have to be as precise as I'm being. It's really easy to get OCD in a game like this. I'm fighting just to stay awake because I took that NyQuil. And I drank a Red Bull on top of it. Oh, I already mentioned that though. Okay. Don't need to mention it again. Let's see. It's good that we've got another dot right here. We can go ahead and shrink down to 2 astronomical units and figure out what this is. And you probably noticed that there's an order I do things in. I move the probes, and then I shrink them down, and then I run the scan. That's because after doing this for almost a year, I've figured out the most efficient way. You know, like in terms of using your energy, it can hurt your wrist playing this game. Or any game for an extended period of time. So, you're doing not only what's fastest, but what's best on your body. When I used to play the bass guitar in a band, there was a certain order in which we played the songs that was really hurting my wrist, and I meant to tell the guys, like, hey, next time we play this set list, we just need to mix up the songs because we're playing 3 hard songs that hurt my wrist, one after another, and by the time my solo came up, my fingers hurt so bad it was all I could do just to get through it. Of course, I was using a sort of jazz bass to play metal, and you know, that had a lot to do with it. And getting a faster guitar helped a lot. I didn't need to make that change after all, but now I play with I play with a thrash metal bass player. Wait, what am I saying? The bass player for Slayer designed this bass guitar, and he started out playing thrash metal. So the dude knows speed, but also you get a real deep, hateful sound with it, which I love. We're just going to take it easy and shrink down to 8. We're going to go step by step. This is our last scan here. So I'm going to go ahead and warp to that wormhole to low sec, and we're just going to take it if this scan doesn't pull up a wormhole. There we go. Clicking it because I know it takes me to 4. Instead of clicking and dragging the probe radius down, I just clicked the pinpoint formation because that takes us down to 4 astronomical units scanning radius, and that's a gas site. So call the probes home, make our way towards the wormhole, check one more time that it goes to low sec, and it does. Close up some of our unnecessary windows. We're going to decloak for just a second, reload the probes, fire the micro warp drive, and we're on a course to go straight into that wormhole. Let's look at the system one more time just to see what we're saying goodbye to. Kind of an unremarkable system. Fire the micro warp drive probably 2 more times, maybe 3, and take this wormhole out of here. This game kind of gives me vertigo sometimes. Okay, there are 2 people here in low sec. Ooh, this is very low sec. Alright, so what I'm going to do is... What am I pointed towards? I'm going to mark this location. Low sec to null sec 1, just for whatever reason. I'll know what it means. And I'm going to boom out to this planet over here, because I'm kind of already pointed to it.
Warp drive active.
There we go. And then I hit my... Whoops, I fucked up. I cloaked before I dropped my scanner probes. A D-scan tells me that there's nothing around me right now. I'm going to drop my probes, and I'm going to align back to that wormhole. There we go. Launched my probes. We're going to cloak back up, hit the D-scan one more time, just to get us further away from that default area. Alright. Now, we're going to scan this place down. I can ignore the bubble to the left because I know that that's the unstable wormhole where I came in. I'm going to grow this a little bit and try to get both bubbles in on the same scan. Just like that. My probes show up on the D-scan. I bet those other 2 guys are docked, because this is a very small system and my D-scan covers pretty much the whole thing. Right, one's just a combat site. And this is not the wormhole that I came in. So, let's see what it is. And while we're doing that, let's take a look at the star map and see where we are. Ooh, we're way out here. There's kind of a little oasis of high sec right there. It's very unusual. That's just a gas site. So we put the probes away. We're going to take a look at the stats and see how many pilots there are in this area. This is a dangerous area. It could be gate camped. I really don't know. I'm going to take a chance though, and I'm going to fly to FU, I guess is what it's called. So we're going to go ahead and initiate the jump, decloak, reload the scanner probes, And we're gonna fly around Losec and look for another wormhole into either wormhole space or nullsec. This is fun because now we're being kind of dangerous. We might encounter something. Someone. Oh yeah, there's some people in this system. Okay, and there are a lot of cosmic signatures. We're gonna fly to a planet,
Warp drive
launch our
active.
probes, cloak up instantly. That's a nice wide scan. We'll get it just a little wider. It doesn't hurt. Alright, center it up on those guys. Initiate the scan and let's see what kind of planet we're hanging out near. This one has rings. It's a Jovian gas planet. Okay. We're going to look at the star map after our next scan and see what it turns up. And again, we're doing that thing where we try to get as many of these dots in our center bubble as we can. There we go. Looks like 4. Looks like we might have 4, yeah. Alright, so maybe we'll cover a lot of territory that way. Take a look at our star map. Where do we come from? Defsunun, we're going to Tsot. So let's align to that. Alright, and we've got a wormhole. And chances are we're going to take it. Okay, so shrink it down to 4. Center it up on that wormhole. And it looks like we might still get some another dot. No, we won't. But I'm not worried about that. We're past that. Okay. Yeah, there's sure a lot of people in here. What's the D-scan turn? Just my probes. Yeah, that's it, just my probes. So they might be docked. In one of several stations in the system. This is a unique area. It's basically null-sec, low-sec. Because the security is so low. 0.1, any lower and it would be null-sec at 0, 0, and it goes into the negatives. And up on the top left is where I get that number.
Warp drive
Okay,
active.
we're going to check out that wormhole, find out what kind of wormhole it is. We're going to zero in on this one and find out what this cosmic signature is. We're not going to change the resolution of the scan this time. We're just going to keep it at 2. And that should identify it without compromising the... Okay, so this is interesting. It's a low-sec to low-sec wormhole. We'll orbit that. And maybe come back to it. I'd be real interested just to see where it goes, you know? Wormholes can be very interesting. You never know what you're going to find. Let's just scan this. Keep it at 4, I guess. I'm still orbiting that low-sec wormhole. See what kind of system we're in. We're basically in a nebula. Great big orange star. There's a data site. And because we're in low-sec, we could hit it. The reason I won't, however, is because there are other people in this system. And let's just find out what kind of people they are. They're all in the same corporation. Well, no, not that person. She's not. But maybe she's in their alliance. Hedonistic imperative. Violent society. Alright, well. Those other two, though, they might have this place mapped out. We're not gonna we're not going to take chances. We're not even going to scan that data site. I'm just ignoring it. We're not going to take great big chances. We're going to come back over here and scan this stuff. And see what we can find. Good opportunity right there just to knock it all out at once. Scanning all that crap. I don't know if people know that you can do this or not, but you can like scan more than one signature at a time if you've got good skills and modules like I do. And I'm not saying that I personally have good skills. It's just that what I gave my character, I made her skill into. Or him. I usually play girl characters on games. But in this case I play a dude. I just knew that would be better. More believable in the whole role-playing aspect of it. Not that I am exactly a role player, but usually the reason I pick a girl is not because I role-play as women, but because I would just rather... You know how you're looking at the backside of your character all the time? I'd just rather like see a lady's backside than a dude's, you know? And I had some little kids on PlayStation tell me that that's gay. You're a girl, that's gay. I said, yeah, well, I'd rather look at a girl's ass than a guy's ass the whole time I'm playing a game, you know? It's not like you see their front, all the cool expressions they make. No, you're just watching her ass as she runs, so it might as well be a lady. But in this case, I knew that because I'm a guy and I have to deal a lot as guys, and traditionally men sort of run economies, so it just made sense in EVE Online to be a dude. Alright, we got another wormhole. We're going to warp out to it within 70 kilometers, and we're going to scan this wormhole again, or not again, but next. In a way, we're scanning it again because we already found out it was a wormhole once. Alright, continue to run D-scans and just kind of make sure that they haven't come out, and if they have, it's a good way of finding out what they're driving. Alright, what kind of wormhole have I arrived at? Dangerous. Alright, well, we'll probably go in that one instead of the other low-sec one. But it looks like I just uncovered this other wormhole right here.
Warp drive active.
Alright, and we've got another one to find. This is a really cool area. I like this place. It would be awesome if our corporation controlled a spot like this. That would be unique. But they're pretty invested in their area that kind of borders high-sec but is low-sec. And I understand that. Alright, there's another low-sec wormhole. Really interesting area. It's got all these pathways through other parts of low-sec. I'm sure they love that. Damn, another wormhole. This is great. Alright. Now let's see where this one goes. This place is Wormhole City. Let's take a look at what kind of system it is. It's got some asteroid belts. I like to fly out to the planets occasionally and see what they're like. Oh shit. Don't do that though. We gotta check out this wormhole.
Warp drive active.
Alright, one more signature scan right here. See what it is. Here's our wormhole. Unknown. We're not really interested in that. Let's just kind of point back over towards these. What I did was I double-clicked, and that sends your ship in the direction you pointed. And this is space, ladies and gentlemen, so clicking in a certain area, you're not going up, down, left or right, or north or south, or east or west, or anything like that. You're just going in that direction. In space, there basically are no directions, unless you're talking about in relation to something, because there's no plane, you know. And what you'll find is that when you do double click in something's direction, you're not really going towards it. Even your double clicks are in reference to your own frame of reference as you're just looking through a camera. And if you're looking 45 degrees to the ship's starboard side, and you click to the right of that, you're not necessarily going in that direction. You're kind of going in the direction that your camera was pointed when you clicked. Really, I mean, I'm sure that was hard to master when they made this game. Like, just the simple act of double-clicking in a direction. See there? Alright, this is a really tight signature right here. I bet it's a relic site. Well, that's a stupid bet to make. We're only at 4 AU. When we drop it down to 2, it should get us a lot of info about it. I am a gambling man, though, I gotta say. I like to gamble. Combat site. Alright, we called the probes home. We want to find that dangerous, unknown, unstable wormhole. And unfortunately I didn't save it, but I think it was the second one I found. We're going to warp in a little closer this time. See what it is. I should have saved it. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't save it. Got these corporate locations open. I don't need those. Yeah, that's it. Alright, in we go. Here we are. Looks like a quiet, somber little place. Average size. Alright. We're gonna fly to a planet. Launch those probes. Cloak up. D-scan. Nothing out here. Go ahead and start scanning. See what I mean? I'm OCD. I don't need to do that. Directional scan is still not returning results. No positive ship results anyway. A lot of control towers show up on my D-scan and stuff like that. Maybe that's wrong, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have it set up that way. A lot of people know more than I do about the overview. One of my corporation mates did send me his overview settings, which I might download and use. It's really cool. You can just upload other people's overview settings files or whatever they are. And that way you don't really have to think about it. It adds tabs. I do have a scanning tab, which is basically just PvP. Find me the PvP targets, you know, nothing else. And that is good for when I'm fighting other dudes. But it ignores the relic and data sites, so I don't use it, and I don't have it set up right, or else it wouldn't do that, you know. So I acknowledge that I don't use that thing correctly, but at the same time, I'm sure the people that CCP hired to make the new player experience more palatable are eventually going to change the overview, overhaul it in a big way, so that if I If I was to like really think about it and make changes, they would just change it out from under me. So, there it is, nullsec space. That's what we're looking for. All right, we're gonna set our orbit at like really tight, like 5,500 meters, and you know, we don't really need to scan everything else down, but we're going to, in case there's another nullsec wormhole here, and this one happens to suck. We can just come right back through here and take the other one. It's just a big if. You know, that might not be necessary either. We might not do that. If this one doesn't turn up anything, I'm just gonna go through the wormhole.
Warp drive active.
Calling the probes home, reloading them. We're gonna move right over there. There we are. It was a short flight. Okay, cloak back up now that the probes are reloaded. Investigate that wormhole, deadly unknown, blah blah blah. And then we're gonna warp back
Warp drive active.
to the nullsec wormhole. We're gonna delete some of our things because at this point I don't keep up with them. There's some of them that I'm not deleting because I forever want to keep those. One of them is a good hiding spot in Fountain. Okay, here we go. Jumping. We're in nullsec. We did it. Oh good, and I'm the only person here. We're gonna label it. Nullsec to wormhole. Wait, we'll call it deadly. To deadly wormhole space. There we go. Alright, we got it. And see how it puts it on the screen now? They recently added that. Let's take a look at the star map real quick, and where are we in the context of nullsec? Let's just take a look at the region. Period basis. Can't say I've ever heard of that. Statistics look pretty good. People have not been through here. Where would we like to go? We want to hang out around here and kind of like, we'll run this circle is what we'll do. Okay? We'll align to that. Launch those probes. Cloak up. Okay. And we're going to start scanning. We're going to pinpoint pretty much all we really want is just this one red orb, because we know what the other one is. It's the wormhole I came out of. It's already bookmarked. We don't have to scan it. If you bookmark it, you can warp to it. So we're only scanning this middle red sphere. There's no guarantee that there are relic sites out here in this part of nullsec. There really isn't. We're going to ignore this other result because we know what it is. So we're ignoring it. We're going to drop our scan radius way down. We're going to skip 8 and go right down to 4. The default. I know I repeat myself a lot, but I figure it helps, right? I don't know. Especially if you've never played this before. Alright, there's a data site. We're going to run a data site. I'm excited about data sites now because I used to have a really good relic analyzer, but my data analyzer was the tier 1, bottom of the line. I recently got the hacking skill all the way up to level 5, and now I can run the data analyzer too. So this is very exciting. I'm as good a data hacker now as I ever was running relic sites.
Warp drive
Very exciting stuff. So excited I can barely talk and explain it. Okay, here we go. Running a data site. We got our probes packed back into the launcher. And here we are at the data site. Where is it? It looks like it's up that way. Okay, we can go ahead and start scanning the cargo holds of all these things. And what I'm doing right now is I'm eliminating the ones that I wouldn't want to hack, like this one right here. No, thank you. What about this one? If it doesn't have anything in it, I don't hack it. If it has even one thing in it, I do hack it. Alright, but look here. Somebody just came into the system, so we're going to cloak up. And we're going to run directional scanners. I'm pretty sure that he doesn't know what I'm flying because the stargates are far enough away to where he just jumped into the system and he is not close enough to me, not by any stretch of the imagination, to have me show up on his D-scan. The stargates are all more than 50 astronomical units away. D-scan only goes out to 14.3 astronomical units, as you can see over here on the left. And I'm spamming the scan button. That's because I want to catch him shooting his probes out. Alright, he's gone. Now here's the problem though. I had everything targeted that I planned to scan, right? But I untargeted one that I didn't want to scan. Well, now I don't know which one that was. I know it wasn't this one though. Alright. So now we're hacking. Wow, I've got 120. I think that's pretty good. Oh yeah. I'm just as good now as I am at relic sites. Very exciting. I used to blow up a lot of the good data sites, but now I won't. I won't blow up as many. Still get one every once in a while blow up, but it's gonna be nothing like it used to be. Oh, this is the shitty one that I didn't want. Okay, well, now I know that I have to hack all the rest. So let's get started. We're hacking them all. Hacking these data sites. We're all around this thing that like blew up. It says that if you go near it, it sends explorers into these unknown places, but I've never had one of those like launch me out or anything. I've thought fuck it and gone right up against them before. I can't seem to make it do anything. Because once you've explored enough and you've got enough money, you're just like, whatever. You know, fuck it, let's try it, let's see what happens. So I did, and nothing happened. Gotta say, I was pretty disappointed. I take the high-tech scanners. I don't know what they're good for, but they don't weigh very much. I take them. I sell them. They're extremely cheap. I mean, I don't even know why I bother selling them. These wrenches, they improve your virus coherence, what I'm doing is I'm injecting a virus into these security mainframes. Literally hacking. It's a minigame, a hacking minigame. So, and then I steal the sweet, sweet goodies out of there. Data sites are not worth very much. They're worth a fraction of what relic sites offer. But you get a good chance of finding blueprints, and you might even find an original every now and again. There was a bug where it showed originals. When you didn't have originals, that was very annoying because it got my hopes up. It was like it was fake winning lottery tickets. I hated that. Alright. That one had strong elemental crux. I don't know what that is. Analog panel, elemental crux. I don't know. Let's take it. If I gotta jettison it, I'll jettison it. But traditionally, that crap is worthless. The graphics in this game are just really, really good. There you go, we completely hacked that data site, the whole thing, and got 1.6 million. Not very much, but certainly nothing to scoff at. When I was a new character, somebody gave me 10 million, that was a big deal. And now we're taking the jump gate into the next area, the next star system, and we're going to set our destination to the one after that. And we're just going to do a circle through this constellation. See those red things? Those are drones. They will get you. If you hang around, they'll target you and get you. Alright, there's one cosmic signature in this star system. So we're going to fly out to this random planet. Doesn't matter which one. It just has to be a planet and not a moon. And we're going to start our probe scan while we're moving. Very efficient and very easy. And while we scan, we're going to align to the next Stargate so that we're already pointed at it and we warp instantly when I issue the command. Assuming this isn't anything worth checking out. We'll find out in the very next scan. Combat site, don't need it. Alright. Decloaking, starting the warp. Jump, and then we're going to reload our probes while we're warping to the Stargate. We're going to set the next point in our course, which is right here. I could do a big circle. No, I couldn't. I don't want to go back in here and get caught in a gate camp. I would rather just go around this circuit. Okay, we're jumping. There's nobody in here, thank goodness. It's always kind of like you bite your nails waiting to find out if there's anybody there. Jumping to a random planet. Ooh, there is... Oh, motherfucker, there are people here now. They just jumped in right behind me. Very scary. Scary stuff. And they also know what I'm doing because right as they came out, my fucking probes came out. So, I've shown my hand a little bit. They know there's an explorer here. They're in the same corporation. Long-time players. we're just gonna pretend like they're not here and keep doing what we're doing. Run a D-scan maybe and find out what they're flying. And once again, oh shit, there's even more of them. Alright, so he's playing more than one character. He could be playing all of these. Or she. We ignored the combat site. There's a wormhole. Let's find out what kind of wormhole that is. Maybe they came out of it. The wormhole is far enough away to where my scan wouldn't be able to pick it up. Okay, one more scan and we should be able to jump. Warp onto the wormhole. We continue to run directional scans. We're going to jump to within 70 on the wormhole.
Warp drive active.
We called the probes home. And we just want to see what they're doing out there. Alright, here they are. They're both flying 2 Dominixes. They've got warp disruptors out, which is going to be a gate camp. A Paladin. I've never seen one of these before. This is what one of them is flying. That is a shiny, awesome looking ship. Wow. That is very cool. The Amarr have these like Soviet Union colors, which is, I think is just awesome looking. We're going to warp to within like 70 just to be
Warp
careful
drive
because
active.
I'm detecting disruptors. Oh, what kind of wormhole is that? Unknown space? Okay. They might have a gate camp set up like right over here. Let's see if they do. I'm not seeing anything. No, nothing. What's the scan show? Let's just go over there to it. Actually, what I'd like to do now that I know that it's safe out here is I'll warp out to this asteroid belt and then I'll come back here and I'll jump. I'll warp straight onto the gate and jump out now that I know it's safe. This is as careful as you can be. And see, there are drones out here. Okay.
Warp drive active.
There we go. And as far as I know, no one saw me do that. Okay, there's nobody here.
Warp drive active.
We have to reload the core scanner probes. And we're going to launch them when we arrive at this ice giant. Cloaking up. And aligning to the next Stargate. Which I don't know if that's the right Stargate. We're going to look at the star map in just a second. and we'll go back through this neighborhood. We'll go there. And we'll go ahead and align to that. We're pretty close to it already. It's in orbit around the same planet I am. Really close by. Where am I? You were here? Yeah, like right against it. There's some moons. Pretty far away. Nothing. This might be not a very good place in nullsec for this.
Drive active.
And this is sort of the risk you take. The risk of maybe not finding shit. What is this? Nullsec to deadly wormhole space? Oh, this is where I was. Okay, so we can skip the system and go right on to the next.
Active.
This is a long warp across the solar system here. Watch us go by the star. Goodbye, star. And here we are. Warping. Jumping. Warping, jumping. And there's nothing here. We're just gonna carry on.
Warp drive active.
Take a look at the star map and see how much is left of our route. Not very much. We're gonna run this circuit up here and then maybe jump onto the next neighborhood. I don't know. Maybe we'll go down there next. It's pretty quiet. Alright, we're jumping. One signature out here. Take a look at it and find out what it is.
Warp drive active.
I forgot to reload my probes. How long have I been doing this? You've probably noticed that I'm playing the game for a long time and I haven't made any money. Certainly searching for wormholes is, or not wormholes, but like relic sites is part of the process. But you're probably thinking to yourself, why does it take this long? Chances are I've wound up in a part of nullsec where the exploration is not so good, where there really aren't that many sites, where the sites are few and far between. There's a very good chance that's true of this particular neighborhood in nullsec, which is why I'm gradually working my way out of it. We're going to follow the star map. We're going to run this next circuit through the rest of the constellation, and we're going to take that long jump into the next neighborhood. We're not going to stay in this neighborhood. We're going to change regions. And you can do that two ways. You can try and find another wormhole out, or you can fly out. And as long as you stay within nullsec, you're safe flying out and into a better part. This part looks pretty good. I bet it's hard to say what's a gate camp, you know? You're really taking your chances. Here's a data site. We might as well run it. You never know what you'll find. You never know when they'll update the game to make data sites better, either. So we'll see. Maybe they've increased the rate at which data sites produce original copies. That would be original blueprints. That would be the best. You find one of those and then you're like a made man, apparently. You're very wealthy. I would go straight into industrial if that was the case. Become an industry man. A regular Henry Ford. I mean, oh my god, what if I could like find an original blueprint of the fucking like a capital ship or something, those big ships? That would be cool. Alright. Command center. Now this could be really good. Blood Raider. This is the central Blood Raider command center that I'm about to warp out to. There could be really valuable data here. We'll know once we start to go through it. Look at that place. See, this is like a whole base. Who knows what we'll find. I'll tell you who knows. The cargo scanner knows. Augmentation decryptor. Data cores. That looks like a good one. Blueprint is like run-of-the-mill, so is that one. But these all have stuff, so they're all worth looking into. If I was Barrett Brown, they would be Robert Smith's kids, who Brown famously said he wants to look into. Alright, or rather infamously. Alright, it looks like I'm molesting this thing, so it's time to go ahead and hack it. That was easy. That was the most direct hack ever. We'll take this and the data core. How much is left? I don't want that crap. Okay. And what I've been doing is I just go to the next closest one. And I just get them as fast as I can. Sometimes I triage, meaning I take the most important ones first. Other times I don't. Oh shit. Oh wow. I was strong against that thing. Those really, they make your virus a lot weaker and they do damage to you too. You gotta take them out. It's like your only chance. I can take all this crap. Wow, 12 million. No fucking shit. It's these... I don't know what it is. What is so expensive here? 1.1 million for the stack. 2. Oh, Amar Starship Engineering. Wow. Alright. That's pretty cool. Can I just inject it? Whoa, dude. That's cool, though. Alright. So that's a good book I found. So data sites have these books now. I don't know if that's a new thing, but that's the nicest book I've ever found at a data site, and I've been hacking the data sites. Oh man, security's tough here. This is the kind of one I would typically lose before. Still really hard. Oh, but we got it. And it wasn't anything that good in there worth protecting, so I don't know about that. Let's go to the next one. We have great speed. Okay. That one was kind of difficult. And you wonder what it's hiding, and it's not really that much. But the data site's not as exciting, really, as the relic sites. So we're flying right through this ship right now. Not ship, but base. Starbase. Very interesting. Very neat to look at. This was their civilization. Look, here's their farms where they were growing food for their colony. And we're hacking the shit out of it now that they're gone, wherever they went. Oh no, crooks. I've been taking those. They're worth just a little more. A whole stack would bog my ship down and not give me enough, though. Might have to jettison them soon. For right now, we're just staying the course. Seeing what's next. There's a pilot in the system after next. Oh shit, somebody just came in. Oh man, there are people here. We just gotta keep moving. He's in a Cerberus. Oh shit, I went to the wrong thing.
Warp drive active.
And I don't even have my course set anymore. I gotta get there. Too many people in this system. I don't know what a Cerberus is, but that sounds scary. Dude, make the jump already. Come on. Alright. We're good. And I wonder where the planets are in this place.
Warp drive active.
There aren't very many. 1, 2, 3, 4 planets here. Interesting. He's in a cheetah. So he might have been hitting all these relic sites. We're just gonna take the next jump,
Drive active.
and then we're just gonna jump into the next region over here, and hope we don't get gate camped right there. Jeez, there are a lot of people there. I don't think this is a good idea. Man, this is a dangerous place. There's like nowhere to go every time. I might lose the ship.
Warp drive active.
Let's just scan and see what's here. There's an Ibis, an Ares. That's probably what he's flying right there. Wow. Oh, Tyrannus, he could be in this too. Those are both pretty nice. Alright. This is uncomfortable, but we're doing it. And then I'm gonna jump way down here, setting that as my destination. Bad Karma is his name. We got a wormhole. I might just take this wormhole and get the fuck out. Because I don't think there's anything else good here. Nothing better than a wormhole out. I can say that with due confidence. And then we'll call it a day.
Warp drive active.
Then we'll call it a day. It's been pretty stressful. We made 18 million though. It's not too bad. And a pos, dude. Dude, why is he telling me that? Does he think I'm searching for him? Why is he talking to me? Is he trying to put me at ease? Because it is not working. Deadly unknown. That sounds fine. Sounds better than here. We'll just go to a deadly unknown space and be safer than we are in nullsec. Now there's that other guy. He's here. Do they work together? Oh, there's a data site. See, he thinks I want that data site. That's all that's out here is data sites. That's a good data site though, because it makes you scan all the way down to 0.25 AU. That's how you know it's good. Okay, call the boys home. Run a D-scan. So he's scanning too. Those weren't mine. don't know what he's in. These must be at the player-owned starbase. That's a cool ship. Jump freighter. Let's see. Let's go into the wormhole.
Warp drive active.
Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen a limited sleeper cache before. I bet it's got some good shit in it though. Oh wait, there's something here. Strange Rift? Oh man, I want to go in the spatial rift. What the fuck is this place? Whoa. Alright, well let's just go check it out. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. The Hyperflux generator. It has a complex set of technical gadgets. Driving into it with the data analyzer will reveal its true purpose. Whoa, man. Dude, I've never seen anything like this. Okay. Oh, but I'm taking a huge risk here. Because this guy's fucking with me. Is it worth it? Die? And is it worth it? I don't know. I'm headed straight for the Strange Rift, though. I can activate the gate. Oh, man. But maybe I should hit that generator first. And then activate the gate, right? Yeah, that's what I'll do. I've never seen anything like this. Oh, he's here, and a cheetah. That's him. Is he messing with that generator? No. What's he doing? Do cheetahs attack? Is he armed? He left. He's like, fuck it. Oh, it doesn't work. I needed specialized equipment.
Warp drive active.
Whoa, dude. It's playing music. What the fuck is going on here? What? What the fuck? If he starts to target me, I'm leaving. I'm targeting him. Okay, I did it. I don't know what I'm doing. I shouldn't have even said anything to that guy. Oh, now I'm using relics. Dude, what the fuck kind of place is this, man? I took that defense offline, though. 10 seconds. It's warning me. Got it. This is fucking intense. You're like being timed and shit. I've never seen anything like this, man. Not to mention, I have no idea what's going on. Oh, dude, the plasma cloud's hurting me. Come on. Fucking plasma cloud. I'm going as fast as I can. And hoping that I don't get caught with my pants down. This is the most excitement I've ever had from exploration, like ever. Oh man, that fucking plasma cloud is really hurting me there. Stay out of it. Alright, I want that. Where is that? Oh no. Don't die. Stuff is blowing up and shit. Oh, wow. Oh, the plasma out here is getting worse. Maybe go that way. Alright, so I could die out here, is basically what's happening. I'm down to my structure, my armor's fucked. My shield is the only thing that's gonna help me, I'm afraid. And where's that thing that I want to hack? Oh, it's right down in there. Can I even get to it? Yeah, alright, let's approach it. Go. Oh, no, 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 it hurts. No, no, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Stop, stop, stop. No, go. Right? Yeah, go. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, fuck. Oh, no, I lost my ship and everything. Greed got the best of me. What was I thinking? Did I really think I could get away with that shit? What could I have had here? I don't know what this shit is. Ancient Coordinates Database, Sleeper Data Library. This stuff is all pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. I'll tell that guy it killed me. Yeah. Wait, let's just slow down for a second. What if I just want to go home? Look at all the people there. Oh no. I shouldn't have told him it killed me. Now he's gonna go back and fucking salvage my stuff. How shitty. I gotta buy a new buzzard. Alright. You know what? You win some, you lose some, right? Man, this is all really far away stuff here. Everything is far, far away. Jita, Dixie, everything is just really far. 48 jumps. 43 jumps. 47 jumps. Might as well go to Jita. It's the only place to go.
Warp drive.
What a weird place, man. I've never seen that before. I don't even care that it killed me. It was cool to see that. Wow. So that's a data site, huh? That's what data sites have changed into. Very interesting. Very sucky, though, that those plasma clouds were hurting me so bad. I should have just got the shit and gotten out. Alright, that's it. Sorry that wasn't a victory. That was very weird. But you know what? Actually, I'm not sorry. That was totally new. Now I know to respect that plasma cloud. Thanks for watching. It's been crazy. I'll find out on the internet what that's called and title the video after it. Later.